Welcome to our channel. This is Abacus Child Learning Application.
Hello friends, in this video we see example of family formula. In previously we see there is total 34 formulas in abacus calculation and 8 family formulas, or we can also call combination formula. Here is all 8 family formulas for positive part and 4 negative part formulas. Let's see some example of family formulas so we get better idea. First we see the example of positive part. Here example number 1, 7 plus 6. So first we have to add 7. For add 7, first we adding 2 and then adding 5 on rod 1. For add 2, move 2 beads from bottom to top on rod 1. Now for add 5, move top bead to downward on rod 1. It's simple, right? Yes. Now we need to add more 6. Here on rod 1, we have just 2 beads remain. So we can't add 6 on rod 1, right? Okay. So here we have to use family formulas for add 6. Family formula for plus 6 is equal plus 1 minus 5 plus 10. So first we add 1 and subtract 5 on rod 1 and then add 10 on rod 2. For add 1, move 1 bead from bottom to top on rod 1. For subtract 5, move top bead to upward above the beam on rod 1. And for add 10, move 1 bead from bottom to top below the beam on rod 2. And here we got the answer, and answer is 13. Let's summarize to get better idea. First, we added 2 and 5 on rod 1 for 7. Then for add 6, we use family formula plus 1 minus 5 plus 10. Here we add 1 and subtract 5 on rod 1 and then add 10 on rod 2. It's so easy, right? Let's go to next example. So first we have to reset abacus. Here example number 2. 16 plus 8. First we have to add 16. For add 16, first we are add 1 and add 5 on rod 1 and then adding 10 on rod 2. So for add 1, move 1 bead from bottom to top below the beam on rod 1. For add 5, move top bead to downward above the beam on rod 1. And for add 10, move 1 bead from bottom to top below the beam on rod 2. 10th column. It's so easy. Now we have to add more 8 beads. Have you idea how can we add 8 here? Okay, let me help you. Because here in bottom we have just 3 beads. So can't add 8 beads. Okay, let me help you. So here we have to use family formula for adding 8. Formula of plus 8 is equal plus 3 minus 5 plus 10. So first we are adding 3 and subtracting 5 on rod 1 and then adding 10 on rod 2. For add 3, move 3 beads from bottom to top on rod 1 using the thumb. For subtract 5, move top bead to upward above the beam on rod 1 using the thumb. And for add 10, move 1 bead from bottom to top below the beam on rod 2. That means 10th column. And here we also use thumb. Here we got the answer, and answer is 24. Let's reset and go to next example. Let's see example of negative part. Here example number 3. 12 subtract 7. So let's start with adding 12. For a 12, first we are adding 2 on rod 1 and then adding 10 on rod 2. So for a 2, move 2 beads from bottom to top below the beam on rod 1. And for a 10, move 1 bead from bottom to top below the beam on rod 2. That means 10th column. Now we need to subtract 7. Can you guess how we are subtract 7? Because on rod 1 we have only 2 beads. Okay, let me help you. Here we have to use family formula for minus 7. Formula for minus 7 is equal minus 10 plus 5 minus 2. So first we are subtracting 10 on rod 2 and then adding 5 and subtract 2 on rod 1. For subtract 10, move 1 bead to downward below the beam on rod 2. For add 5, move top bead to downward above the beam on rod 1. And for subtract 2, move 2 beads to downward below the beam on rod 1. And here we got the answer. And answer is 5. Here is summary. First, for add 12, we added 2 on rod 1 and add 10 on rod 2. Then for subtract 7, we subtract 10 on rod 2, then add 5 and subtract 2 on rod 1. Let's reset and go to next example. Here example number 4. 24 subtract 9. First we are adding 24. For add 24, first we are adding 4 on rod 1 and then adding 20 on rod 2. So for add 4, move 4 beads from bottom to top below the beam on rod 1 using the thumb. And for 20, move 2 beads from bottom to top on rod 2. Here we also using the thumb. Now we have to subtract 9. Do you know which family formula here we have to use to subtract 9? Okay, here we have to use minus 9 is equal minus 10 plus 5 minus 4 family formula. Okay, let me help you with it. So first we have to subtract 10 and then add 5 and then subtract 4. For subtract 10, move 1 bead to downward below the beam on rod 2. Here we have to use index finger. For add 5, move top bead to downward above the beam on rod 1 using the index finger. And for subtract 4, move 4 beads to downward below the beam on rod 1. Here we also use index finger. And finally, we got the answer. And answer is 15. Thank you for watching the video. In next video, we are start learning about multiplication.
For practice of Abacus, download the application from Google Play Store. Link is available in description. Subscribe the channel to get alert for upcoming video. Thank you.